and welcome to Swirl School, our very first Surfskate Tutorial series. My name is Lucy.
And I'm Julia from GrlSwirl, and we will be your guides as we learn the basics of Surfskate. In this Surfskate Tutorial series, we want to get you from this to this.
I remember growing up and seeing skateboarding as this heroic sport where you had to rip like Tony Hawk and have cool California hair to get on any sort of board. I was a professional ballerina and I never thought in 1,000 years that I'd be able to skate. But I was taught with patience, and becoming a skater changed my whole life. And we see it change people's lives every day. GrlSwirl quickly became one of the largest skate crews in the world because we made a safe space for people to feel safe skating at every level. We realized skate has the power to change people's lives, and we created this series to give folks the tools to learn with the same patience and detail that I was given years ago.
In this tutorial series, we will learn the basics of surf skating, how to carve, skate hills, ride in bowls, and more. No more gatekeeping. The first 3 episodes are for total beginners or folks who really want foundational support. Every episode, you will learn new buildable steps to comfortably surf skate. By the end, you will even be knowledgeable enough to teach surf skate.
Surf skating is a great beginner foundational style because it really translates over both to surfing and types of skateboarding. So by learning this style, you're actually learning skills that will help you become a better surfer and a better skateboarder. It's a game changer for surfing because you have unlimited time to practice on cement rather than the max 20 seconds you get per wave. It also translates over really well learning different types of skateboarding, especially transition bowl skating, which it makes it really versatile type of style.
In this episode, we're going to focus on the basic terminology. By the end of this video, you will have learned the basics of surf skating, including foot placement and how to tune your board. This is the Carver GrlSwirl surf skateboard. We're going to be learning on this board because it's the board shape many of us learned on.
I literally learned on this board model.
Neil Carver and Greg Falk spent 20 years perfecting the very first surf skate trucks out of their Venice studio just down the street. Carver Skate is the largest and most successful surf skate brand in the world, and we're so honored to be like family with them. Today we have multiple collabs together.
We definitely recommend checking out the Carver boards, but there's so many other surf skate brands out there that will also translate over to all the lessons we're going to be learning in this series.
Now let's learn some basic terminology so in the next episodes you have some clue about what we're talking about. These are roundhouse wheels. We love these large wheels because the size decreases the likelihood of falling on a pebble or crack because they're super soft and malleable. Regular trickboard wheels tend to be really tiny and it makes the pebbles become like landmines. Starting with larger wheels is going to be really important for your comfort as a beginner.
These are bearings. They're donut-shaped metal devices that allow a wheel to roll faster and smoother by reducing friction. You can tighten or loosen these to speed up or slow down your skating.
This is the grip tape. This is to give your feet grip while you skate. Be careful and conscious where this is touching because it will ruin your pants and fingertips.
These are the bolts that hold your trucks in place. You can remove your trucks by removing these bolts. These bolts are really important because they're going to help guide your foot placement today.
Finally, these are the iconic CX Carver surf skate trucks. They bend side to side and front to back, and that's what gives us the feeling of surfing the cement. This is the Kingpin, which shows you how to adjust your board, and you can tighten it or loosen it depending on the feel.
To tune your trucks, you will need a skate tool. It's very simple. The looser you set up the Kingpin, the more range of motion and lean you will have. If you want your board tighter and not have a ton of motion and lean, then you'll need to tighten the Kingpin.
Foot placement on surf skates is extremely important. This is a foundational component that is really imperative you understand to progress because if your feet are incorrectly placed, you'll have trouble progressing on any surf skate. Knowing your stance is the first thing you need to do when figuring out your foot placement. When your right foot is in front of you, you're considered goofy. But when your left foot is in front of you, you're considered regular.
Both your feet should be behind the trucks, so your front foot will be behind these 2 bolts, while your back foot will be behind these 2 bolts.
It's also important to note that it's okay if your back heel hangs off the board, as long as you feel centered on the front foot where the majority of your weight will be. Watch out for your toes hanging off, as this will not help you. As you learn, you're going to figure out your foot placement and adjust naturally, so don't worry too much, but just focus on keeping your feet behind the bolts.
Now that you know about your board, wheels, tuning, and where your feet should go, it's time to learn how to get on the board. In episode 1, we'll teach you how to do all those things as well as kick pushing.
We're stoked to get you cruising on the surf skate and can't wait for you to check out the series to learn all the things that we wish people had shared with us when we were learning.
Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you soon.